just want to show people the importance of looking beyond the surface maps when trying to figure out what's going on with the changes in the models. Everybody always goes right to the surface maps, to the snow accumulation maps, and you really want to be looking at the 500 millibar pattern, and that's going to tell you why things are changing the way they are, because that's what affects the surface is how the upper level is set up. And we're going to show you here. We're going to start with the Canadian from last night's 0Z run, and I want you to notice several features here. First, we'll start in the east here, and first of all, down here in the southern branch, embedded in here, is the remnants of Ana. The tropical system that was in the Pacific has gone through the flow, and now it's down here digging in out here. Now, a couple of things models have a bias with is they often dig southern branch features too far south or swing them too far east too fast. So there's that down there. And here's our northern branch feature, and you can see it's kind of a flat feature. It's not digging too much. It's up here. It's kind of strung out, and it's shooting out very quickly. Here's the other trough axis is way out there. Further west, and we'll show you further west here because that's important too, because it's a domino effect. What comes in, it affects everything that's going on out here. So here we have this northern branch trough crashing ashore here in the Pacific Northwest. We have the southern branch feature here about to come into central southern California out in here. We have our ridge axis up through here like that. Okay, so those are the features we're looking at out west. Now let's go to the new run, the 12Z run from this morning, and I mean you can see big differences here. Okay, first of all, that system that had been crashing ashore in the Pacific Northwest is still way out here. That's out here like this. Here's our southern branch feature, which was coming into central California. That's out here. In response, now the ridge axis is now back here. It had, if you remember, it had been over here. Okay, so what that's going to do is it is not going to kick this feature further out. Everything here is further west. So now this northern branch feature is also further west, and you can see it is not as strung out. Remember, this had been kind of strung out like this and kind of flat. Now it's a little bit more pronounced up in here. It's not as flat. And here's our remnants of the remnants of Ana, and it's not quite as far south as it had been. And you can see here we have more of a phased system in through here. Whereas on the 0Z run, this piece was shooting way out here, this was back here and further south, and it was completely disjointed. Now that's not the case. Now it's a much more concise phase system. So how does that reflect in the surface? Well, very clearly it's how it reflects in the surface. Is before, when that up northern branch feature was way out here, we just had high pressure building in the Canadian with nothing really showing up of any circumstance. We'll go to the 12Z run, and all of a sudden that high pressure is now back here, and look here, we have this little wave here with a bit of a northern trough showing up, bringing snow into southern Quebec and parts of Ontario, upstate New York. This is not a major storm here by any chance, but it certainly is a difference from this. So that's what I wanted to show you here. Just don't only look at the surface maps. Look at the 500 millibar pattern, and then you'll understand what's changing in the 500 millibar pattern, why the surface reflection is doing what it's doing, and what changes may be happening down the road that maybe you can predict ahead of the models. Because the 500 millibar is going to be more reliable in most cases than the position of the surface features. So if you understand the 500 millibar better, you'll have a better understanding of what might be happening with the surface. All right, that will do it for that, and hope you all have a great day.